Hello! Today I'm gonna show off some of my sketchbooks, but I'm gonna start by saying I am not known for my traditional art by a long shot. I've been doing digital art way longer. I'm much better at it and I'm always much happier with the result. Also, I don't know if this is really a good time to record this because there is like some noise going on from across the road. So I don't know if it's gonna pick that up. I'll try my best to cover it with like background music. But I have prepared, I probably won't show everything, but I have some sketchbooks. These two are finished and these two are in progress, so I don't know if I'll show these because they're not done, and I can make a video on those in the future. But this was my first sketchbook. I actually have, it's not my first ever sketchbook, but this is when I kind of started like getting into it. This is my second one. This one I'm just gonna go in blind to this. I did actually try and record this video before and it got to the point I wasn't really enjoying myself and I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I might have a clip of that actually, I'll put that in if I do, but... And I have more... I don't want to record this anymore. I didn't show this one, I showed the second one. This one... I don't know what's in here, I'm not gonna lie. So I'll show this. But I don't know if I'm happy about it. The thing with sketchbooks for me, I'm not very good at it and it doesn't matter. But I always see videos of people, not just videos but like pictures of like people with these like really amazing beautiful looking sketchbook pages, and I'm just like, that is not what this is. But this is the first page I have in here. This is pretty good. Well, is it? I wanted like a nice like pretty starting page for this, so I did like jellyfish for some reason. It's not like I have a particular interest in jellyfish or anything, I just did that and I'm not really sure why. Oh, that's the back of that mark, so ignore that. This was when I went to Gongcha with my friends. And there was like a like cardboard cutout of Felix from Stray Kids, and I was like, so I drew this because I was like just pretending I didn't know him. I was like, anyway. But I got mango green tea, and there's this little ducky character. But yeah, I tried to redraw the cutout and it didn't turn out very well. I'm not very good at drawing straight in pen, and then I think because of that I drew some more Felix. It's like none of it turned out looking like him. See, if this was digital I could go over all of this and I could fix it and I could make it look like who it's meant to be, but for this there was just a sketch I hated so much under here and I covered it. And I was going to draw something on top, but I was like, I don't know what to draw yet. So I used oil pastels to do this little rose. And it's kind of a good job I didn't draw anything on here. Because it just smudged over. So... But yeah. I should stop covering things up and just accept that sometimes you draw something that just isn't very good. I drew this in class, I think. Most of the stuff I drew in class with my friend. That's when I got really into doing sketchbook stuff, is because my friend would draw in her sketchbook in class, and I would be like, wow, you make that look so fun. So I want to try it, and it was so fun, and I miss drawing in class together. But this is a little fuggler that I've got on my bag. I had him on my university bag when I went to class. I have him on a different bag now, but here he is, and I tried to redraw him. It's kind of silly, but yeah, I really love fugglers, so I should draw more of the fugglers that I have. But then I did some Deltarune stuff. This is where my Deltarune drawings began, because I've drawn quite a bit of it, I think. But yeah, Susie, it looks nothing like Susie. I have no idea how to draw this dinosaur girl, so it doesn't look very good, but it's fine. I did a little Chris and Togor, if you know, you know. I don't know what's on the next page. Oh, some Noels. I've drawn a lot of Noels in my time, so thinking about Susie, because Noel loves Susie, and then I have this little Noel right here. She's so cute. This is one of my favorite drawings I've ever done in my life, just because I just think it's so silly. Oh, and then I have Noel as Pibble, Wash My Belly, and Birdly. Actually, because he's a nerd, a lot of the stuff in here is just really stupid. But I have some Tenor. I have a friend who loves Tenor, so I try and draw him sometimes. And you can see here there's some tape that started coming apart. And then I have Glep from Smiling Friends. I love Glep. And I have that Alan picture. I put When Will My Reflection Show Who I Am Inside, from that one song. I don't remember what movie that's from. Maybe Mulan, I'm not sure. None of these are very good. To the point, I'm not really sure who I was drawing. Oh, it must have been Han from Stray Kids, because he's here. I think this one turned out better. Like, it does kind of look like him, and this does not. But I have his little guy right here, Han Quokka. He's so cute. Right. Oh, this is where things start getting bad, especially because there is actually some water damage to the sketchbook. I was testing out these cool gel pens I got. They're very glittery. I don't know if you can see. Sure, that'll do. So I just did some little test doodles. My dog, it doesn't really look like her. A frog and a flower. And then a Noel, of course. You can see some stuff going through the other side where there was damage. Because for some reason I was like, I'm going to draw some fruit. So I did an apple, and I was like, I'm going to draw a banana. And I forgot what a banana looked like, so it looks like a leaf, and then I gave up. So yeah, no more fruits. And this was my first time using acrylic markers. I think it turned out really good. This is Felix again. But yeah, I really like how it turned out. But you can kind of see this pink streak here. It was from the water damage. It smudged a bunch of my pens. You can see all this down here. This is meant to be Hyunjin from Stray Kids. I didn't really have like a dark enough brown, and it doesn't really look like him, but This was just like a junk page, honestly. I tried to draw Vi from Arcane because I have a friend who really loves Vi. Well, Arcane in general. So I got a Squidward, and I really hated how this turned out. So I was like, I'm just gonna slap some random stuff on this page. So I have Squidward and Garfield. My friend loves Garfield as well, and I love SpongeBob. So I copied the SpongeBob to the best of my ability. I don't remember what that is, to be honest. But then I have, it's like a screenshot from Gumball, Darwin and Gumball. This, I guess this is the crown jewel of this sketchbook, because this is like the one thing that is like a finished thing. But it's Caitlin and Vi from Arcane, because I was told I should draw them, so I decided to practice with my acrylic markers again. I like how this turned out. Like, I was really practicing with the shading and stuff. So I think the colours turned out really nice. I'm really shocked that this didn't like bleed or like smudge around or anything because of the water damage. And to explain the water damage, it's because I had this in my bag and my water bottle leaked in my bag and the pages got wet and the ink smudged. Oh dear, more Felix. Literally all of these. What was that? I'm not good at sketching straight in pen because I can't get the proportions right and then I can't fix it. This is also Felix. This turned out better. I did it in pencil. Who would have guessed it turned out better that I did in pencil? Crazy. This is one of my OCs. Hayato. Surrounded by a bunch of eyes, just looks like his thing. And then HE, another one of my OCs. You can see the pink coming through from the other side. And oh dear. Yeah, so that's some damage right there. But these are my OCs, Chiaki and Arity. I kind of like how these turned out, so I'm kind of sad. Well, especially this one. This one, I don't know. But I'm really sad that this one got damaged. And like had the pen leak through from the other side. This is the worst of the water damage. This was my D&D character for a campaign that was very short-lived. Oops. His name was Sherm. He was a not gnome, dwarf, or was it a gnome? He was a gnome wizard, I think. But yeah, this page got the worst of the water damage because it just like imprinted onto that side. And okay, this is cringe. I was trying to hype myself up. I was like, that's self-portrait by the way. And I was like feeling kind of sad, so I was like, I'm getting braver and I'm having fun and I'm learning more and I'm being, yeah. Cringe. But moving on to a second and much better sketchbook. Starting off, we have Wolf-chan. I have some merch of him because he's very cute. Some more Felixes. Because I think he's interesting to learn to draw. This is a very random spread because you have Han and Lino and their little characters from Stray Kids, but then you have Tenna on the side. More Birdly from Deltarune. Oh, why so We're so curious, he says. And then look at him, he's in shock because of big titty gamer girls. And then more Noel. Ooh, little silly. More Noel. This won't be the last you see of Noel. And it never will be. This is me and my friend for Christmas. We had little antlers. We chose what reindeer we would be. Chris. I did this with like really not very good pens, and then I went over some of it with acrylic markers, like the skin and the hair. Everything else I just left because I was like, I don't know. Really bad Ralsei, because I don't know how to draw Ralsei. But I love Ralsei. But this is one of the ones I really don't like how it turned out. But it does sit next to one of my favourite things I've ever done, because I really love my use of the acrylic markers here. Can you tell I like acrylic markers? But Undyne from Undertale, I think she turned out really pretty. I'd love to draw her in her armour one day. But I feel like that is difficult because I don't know how to draw armour, so. This is like a bat character based on myself that I was designing, and I never really got anywhere with that. I kind of forgot about it, to be honest. This is one of my Danganronpa OCs in 2026, I know. But yeah, she's cute. She's star themed because she's the ultimate astrophysicist. And I did like a night sky next to it, but I got it the wrong way up. The dark is meant to be at the top, but I had shooting stars coming from from the top, but it's the wrong way around. So oopsie. My OC community, I did this in pen and I really hated it, so I tried to cover it up with the acrylic markers and it just didn't turn out that good. Like, it didn't cover very well, but I guess my markers are pretty cheap, so it's fine. And I have Bob the Blob, you know that one meme of him looking? That's what this is. I did this in class when I should have been paying attention. And I've got another Noel. You know what time it is. It's Noel time and Metaton from Undertale. This I also did in class. It's my OC Hayato Clefairy Poliwhirl? I don't know my Pokemon. So oops, I'm sorry. And then Dunsparce, or is it Dunsparce? I don't remember which one it is. I think the one with the mouth open is Dunsparce, but that's like one of my favorite Pokemon. And then this emoji guy and that song lyrics. I keep getting like posts about sea lions and everyone being like, oh, this seal is so cute, and it's like, I kept seeing posts about like the differences between a seal and a sea lion, and I saw this like example, so I redrew it. And he's like got a little cutesy mouth, and then he is like alien shaped, and then I drew another seal right here. This is one of my favourite things I've ever drawn in my life. And then some doodles I did at the pub, I think, with my friends. More I did at the pub with my friends. I used acrylic markers and did this egg drawing, and then I drew my OC Chiaki. You know what time it is. Again, it's Noel time. I did this Noel with acrylic markers. How many times am I gonna say I did this with acrylic markers, guys? But I just love how the colours turned out. I think she's very cute, and I did a Susie as well. So I love my Suzelle. They're so cute. And this, another of my OC Hayato and one of my OC Eriti. This is the first time I've drawn her and like coloured her on paper, I mean. And then I got a little Cult of the Lamb, and a 2B from Neo Automata. And my OC Kamari again, in like a fun little outfit I saw. And then this was me and my friends in class. I drew this in class. I think I was sick. I think I had a cold, so I had a headache and a little runny nose. So I was sad about that. But then it was me and my friends, the Meows. I was playing Roblox Official, which is like Uno, I think. And that's my little avatar playing Official. Because that's what you say when you get Uno. You say official, like that. And then again, my Roblox avatar, the moose, as she is called. And there she is again. The last thing in here, I think this turned out really pretty. Haru from Persona 5. I need to do more Persona art in here. But I just love how soft this turned out, because contrary to like these, for example, I went very thick with like the lines, and then I did like pen outlines over it. For this, like, for example, the details are very thick around the eyes here. It's very bold, which is nice, but this is a lot softer. I used like, oh. So I was just watching the color. Why is it doing that? If it doesn't actually do this in the video, when I watch it back, I'm gonna look insane. The colors like keep changing right in front of my eyes on the screen. But yeah, I used like pencil crayon to do the details. It turned out very pretty, and then I just did it at the end. And that's everything for this. These are very like small sketchbooks. There's not a lot. So I finished these quite fast. The one I'm working on at the minute, she's much bigger. I guess I'll go through some of what I have in here so far. More Persona. Starting off very strong, and then it kind of descends into like the worst sketches you've ever seen in your life. So I guess we'll have to see how that turns out. Because, wait, let me see just how far into this I am. This is the last page I did, and that is that far in, and I have this much left. So I am not even halfway into this. I think that would be halfway, and that's like that chunk right there. So I still have a lot of work to do in this before I'm done. But the last thing I'll show, they kind of match a lot, and they kind of match my nails. And this is my little mini sketchbook. I've been doing little portraits in here. I don't have much in here so far. I just have all of Stray Kids except for Iron, because I haven't done that yet. But yeah, I'm gonna use this for just like little portrait sketches. So those are the two I'm working on at the minute. I also have hold on. I've started keeping a junk sketchbook. This is like an old, I need to keep moving stuff. An old notebook that I never used, but it got kind of water damaged in my bag like the others. I'm just using this for like really bad pen sketches that I hate, just for practice sake, because I'm kind of a perfectionist, so it's sometimes it's nice to just have a place to put your bad stuff that you think you're gonna hate, and just sketch freely. So I think it's a good idea to have like a nice sketchbook, because some of this isn't that nice. Some of this is kind of slow. Oh, it's Noel again. Some of this is not my best work, but if you have somewhere to like intentionally put pretty art, and somewhere to intentionally put not pretty art, it kind of balances out, and you don't have to stress so much about ruining this. But that's all I have to share for now. I don't have I don't have many sketchbooks. I'm pretty new to this, but I'm having fun. I was especially having fun with like the previous two. Here I'm experiencing some perfectionism again, where it's kind of not fun anymore, because I'm just like, well, this turned out bad. This turned out bad. I'm scared to draw because what if it turns out bad? Whereas before it was just like, I'm gonna draw something silly and I'm gonna enjoy it. But that's a mindset I have to fix, so I'll end this off by saying it's better to draw something bad than to not draw at all. So go out there and draw something absolutely terrible. Thank you for watching.